Hello students, in this session we will discuss about the breakdown of diode. So when the diode breakdown is possible, generally when the diode in reverse bias mode condition, that means P is connected to negative supply and positive is connected to N is connected to positive supply, the reverse bias, it will happen the reverse bias. So the curve characteristics are, for forward bias, after that some time it will slowly increases, but in case of reverse bias it will become breakdown, so when the breakdown of the diode is possible, we will discuss here. So whenever this reverse bias voltage is increases to the diode, after some time the what happened, so initially we have a p-type and n-type semiconductor is there. It has only, so this is the depletion layer. When it is reverse biased means depletion layer will be increases, slowly increases. Depletion layer width will be slowly increases. Whenever increasing this process, after some time the junction will break. Whenever the junction will break, it will, the current will increases very highly, current rises very highly, and automatically the diode will be damaged. That means it doesn't recovers. It again, it will not be useful for the experiment. It will not useful for the experiments. So why it is possible? What is the reason the breaking of the junction is possible? We will discuss, and how many types of breaking is also available. We will discuss in the topic. So generally we have two breakdowns is there. The first breakdown is avalanche breakdown. And second breakdown is we have Zener breakdown. By using this Zener breakdown, we will make Zener diode. So we will discuss again about this Zener diode. First, we will see what is avalanche breakdown. So here avalanche breakdown means, so whenever we are increases reverse bias for any junction, for the depletion layer, if it is p type, if it is n type, if we are increasing this reverse bias for this junction, generally the current will be less, but minority charge carriers will be flow. So generally it is negative, it is the positive, but some flow is possible due to the minority charge carriers. So in P we have some less amount of electrons are there, 1 or 2, and less amount of is there. Due to this, these are the minority charge carriers. Electrons are minority charge carriers in p-type semiconductor. Holes are minority charge carriers in the n-type semiconductor. Whenever this process is going on, these minority charge carriers have the flow. Minority charge carriers is passes through the junction. Why? These minority charge carriers will get a kinetic energy to this. Kinetic energy will get to this reverse bias, because this is the negative pushed by the negative force. This is the positive and this is the positive. this positive is pushed by this positive force. So minority charge carriers will get the kinetic energy whenever the reverse bias still VR increases. Reverse bias still VR increases. The kinetic energy of the electrons also increases. So whenever this process is keep going on, then these electrons will knock out the covalent bonds. Knock out the covalent bonds. Whenever it knock out the covalent bonds, the avalanche breakdown will occur. This breakdown will occur. Avalanche breakdown will occur. Due to the avalanche breakdown, the junction will get the damage. The reason for the avalanche breakdown is kinetic energy of the minority charge carriers. And the reason why it breakdowns means whenever minority charge carriers are flowing, the leakage current will be flow. So the flow through the minority charge carriers is called leakage current. Whenever this leakage current increases, automatically heat of the device will be increases. Whenever the heat will be increases, the junction will get damaged. That is also one of the reason for the avalanche breakdown. Understand? The main reason for the avalanche breakdown is the minority charge carriers will get kinetic energy. By this kinetic energy, the covalent bonds will be break. The next is Zener breakdown. Next breakdown is the Zener breakdown. So this is very important breakdown. This Zener breakdown concept is useful to design the Zener diode. This Zener diode is used as the voltage regulator. It is very much applications. Voltage regulator, used as the voltage regulator. So what is the meaning of this Zener breakdown? Same concept. Whenever we are increasing the reverse bias, whenever we are increasing the reverse bias, what happen? Depletion layer width will be increases. This depletion layer width will increase. Depletion layer width will be increases. Whenever the depletion layer increases, depletion layer width increases, and depletion layer width increases means this is the P, it become P type, and this become N type. This is the depletion region. This complete is the depletion region. This width will be increases. After the width increment, here the capacitor will be formed. Capacitor will nothing but it become the electrostatic field. This is called as the electrostatic field. A potential difference is formed. And whenever still we are increasing this reverse bias, voltage value increases, then automatically the electrostatic the electrostatic field will be breaks, will get up the breakdown, and these breaks will be influence and the covalent bonds same, because these are the semiconductors, so that will break the covalent bond. So due to this, large flow of minority charge carriers is possible. Minority charge carriers will flow. Large flow will be possible. So this process is called as the Zener effect. This process is called the Zener effect. Zener effect means whenever we are increasing the reverse bias, the depletion layer width will be increases, and after some time it will become the electrostatic field. Whenever the reverse bias increases, the covalent bonds will be breaks. Automatically large flow of minority charge carriers is possible. Large flow of minority charge carriers is flowing. This effect is called the Zener effect. It is found that Zener breakdown occurs electrostatic field intensity 3 into 10 power 7 volt per meter. So at the voltage of 3 into 10 power 7 volt per meter, whenever it reaches this voltage, this field, then automatically the junction will be break. Automatically the junction will be break. So these are the two reasons for breakdown of the diode. First reason is the avalanche breakdown. This avalanche breakdown reason is for kinetic energy of the electrons. The second is the Zener breakdown. This is electrostatic field breakdown. Okay. So this is about the breakdown of the diode. Next, so we will discuss some diode symbols in practical applications. So generally in forward bias diode, in forward bias linear piecewise model representation is like this. Representation is like this. That is generally, so for example, this is the diode. This diode can be represented like this. So in forward bias diode. So in order to get this, the forward bias condition, in order to overcome the cut-in voltage. That's why we have replaced with a voltage source of 0.7 volt. So if it is practical in the diode, we have the forward mode, we have some resistance. This is RF. But in simplified models, there is no RF. So directly we can write like this. This is the 0.7 volts. This is the forward bias mode representation of the any diode. So in case of reverse bias, so in reverse bias mode, you know that in reverse bias generally it acts as an open circuit. There is no current flow of the any diode in reverse bias mode. This is the representation. In forward bias mode, it is represents with the some 0.7 volts, that is cut-in voltage or knee voltage. In reverse bias mode, it is the open circuit. That means it is a off switch. Next, we will discuss one problem to understand how the current flow is possible in the diodes. The problem is, by considering the practical diodes, for these D1, D2 are the practical diodes, okay, not ideal diodes. Find ID1, ID2. So we have to find out the current through the D1 diode, current through the D2 diode. For that purpose, first check these diodes are forward bias or reverse bias. Check it. This is the positive connection, this is the positive supply, and this is the P. So this is positive. This is the negative supply and this is connected to the negative. So this is also forward bias mode. So D1, D2 both are in forward bias condition. First step, forward bias condition. So just replace diodes with their cut-in voltages. So this is the 10 volts first, and it has cut-in voltage, that is 0.7. It is also some cut-in voltage 0.7, and here the resistance, that is 3.5k. So from that we will find out the, so we are missing something here, that is the 4.3k resistance. Now we will apply the KCL and KVL, we will directly find out the current. So basically this is the, for example, this is D1, so this current is the ID1 and this current is ID2. This current we don't know, take it as some I, and the combination of ID2 plus ID is nothing but the ID1. So diode do 2 plus I equal to ID1. So the same current through this branch will be again ID1. Now we will apply KCL to this, KVL to this loop. Then we will write minus 10 plus 0.7, this 0.7 plus ID1 into 4.3K equal to 0. By simplifying this, we will get the ID1 value is the 2 milliamps. ID1 value is the 2 milliamps. So from that we can find out the I value. How we can find out the I value? This is the 0.7, so that's why this is also the 0.7 volts. So from that this branch also same voltage. Now we will find out the current I value. That current I value equals 0.7 this branch voltage by 3.5K. So by doing this we will get the current is the 0.2 milliamps. 0.2 milliamps. We are getting ID1 and I. By using the two equations, we know the relation between ID1, ID2, ID2 plus I equal ID1. From that we will get the ID2. ID2 will be equal to the ID1 minus I. What is ID1? ID1 is the 2 milliamps and I is the 0.2 milliamps. So we will get the ID2 is the 1.8 milliamps. 1.8 milliamps. So this is the procedure to do any type of diode problems in the given problems. Understand? First look at, in order to do these type of problems, first look at diodes are positive forward bias and reverse bias. So this is the positive terminal and this is the P terminal, that's why positive. That's why I am directly replacing with the cut-in voltage. Here also this is negative. Negative is directly connected to negative here. Okay, that's this negative is connected directly to the negative here. So this is also forward bias. That's why I am directly replacing with the cut-in voltage. So this is the process to do any problem in the diodes. Okay, right. Okay, thank you.